Greetings adventurers, Delver here, and this is Pillars of Equestria, a My Little Pony fan game about the Pillars of Equestria, who are these characters right here. For anybody not well-versed in your pony lore, the Pillars of Equestria were a bunch of ancient equestrian heroes from about a little over 1,000 years before the main timeline of the series, which is anybody who's familiar with My Little Pony knows that is when everything in Equestria seems to take place 1,000 years ago. But anyway, this is a turn-based RPG styled after Darkest Dungeon of all things. Not the first thing you would think of to base a My Little Pony fan game off, but hey, I like RPGs, so we're gonna give this a look. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is based on the battle between the Pillars and the Sirens. The Sirens, as you might know, were the villains from Rainbow Rocks, the second Equestria Girls movie. And okay, that's the School of Friendship. Alright, there's Gallus. I'm not doing it. Sandbar, come on Gallus, you know it's gonna be fun. Smolder, for the... Man, I cannot read this for some reason. For the first story, maybe, but we all know he's gonna get sidetracked. Yona. At least yaks stay awake for... What does that say? Oh. At least yaks stay awake for sidetracks. Using changeling notes take much longer. There's a Celis. There were much nicer ways to go about saying that, you know. And Silver. Okay, so I guess the framing device is going to be the students at the school. Oh, there he is, Professor Rockhoof. Professor Rockhoof. And there's Rockhoof. So yeah. So for anybody who is not familiar with My Little Pony, the Pillars of Equestria, like I said, ancient heroes from 1,000 years ago. They were fighting a villain called the Pony of Shadows, and in order to defeat the Pony of Shadows, they had to seal themselves away in Limbo, and there is no time in Limbo, so they just stayed there perfectly fine until Twilight Sparkle and the rest of the main six freed them at the end of Season 7. And I'm guessing this probably takes place around Season 8 or Season 9, and I guess Rockhoof is a professor here. Good morning, lass. What can I do for you? Professor, sorry, Princess Twilight's last assignment for her class in Equestria's history was to compare threats in Equestria's history to the ones we just had. Okay, so maybe this is after Season 9. And since some of us aren't from Equestria, we need a little help. But we're sure that you're super busy with all the other stuff you do, so... Nonsense! It's the new calling I've found in life. To keep the stories of Equestria's past alive, so you... Man, I am not good at this accent. So you all today can make use of the lessons we've learned. This font is oddly hard to read. I don't know why, it shouldn't be, but I'm having trouble for some reason. And hopefully to not make the same mistakes we did. I don't know, your mistakes were pretty specific. Good try, Smolder. It was worth a shot. Well, I suppose I could start with the Wendigos. They... Professor, all the other students are going to do their assignments on the Wendigos. It's the easy choice, since it gives every pony a chance to write what they know about Hearth's Warming Eve. I think some of the punctuation was a little off, but I'm not sure. Understood. We could start where my friends and I were called about some Sirens. Oh my gosh, I love Sirens so much. They are so pretty, and I've heard that their voices are so beautiful. Huh. Maybe you really do need to hear this story then. Okay. Pillars of Equestria, the Thrall of Sirens. Alright, there's Flash Magnus. No, that's it. I can't walk one more step with this pack on me. I gotta stop. I clicked. Why didn't... Just click to continue. I did. I clicked. Why? Oh, there it goes. And it's Somnambula. Since when does a Legionnaire get tired from marching? Well, he is a Pegasus, so he's probably more used to flying than marching. Ugh, I haven't marched this long since basic training. And there's Stygian. My map says that we are about an hour away from the first town. We can go a bit further, can't we? And Mistmane. Not with all of our equipment and spellbooks, we can't. And Star Swirl. Agreed. However, I too am anxious to find out why exactly No Pony has heard from the new colonists of Horseshoe Bay. Mage Meadowbrook, why don't you have Stygian take that paired amulet that you've been telling me about? And Meadowbrook. Absolutely. My ma always called these... Does that say toadstones? Yeah, toadstones. So we could be safe while one of us was harvesting out in the bayou. Man, they make these text boxes a little bigger. Just give it a tap and a shake, and you and any pony you're holding onto will teleport back to the other one. We'll keep here at camp if y'all get into trouble. Alright. I believe an enchantment that I've been studying will increase the usefulness of these toadstones. If you just give it taps in a regular pattern without shaking it, the toadstone here will start to glow and we can use it to all teleport to your location. Wait, you're saying that some of us can go on ahead while the rest can take a break with all our stuff? And then we just teleport all of it without having to drag it all there? I'm so in. But don't think you're going alone. Take half of us with you for safety, while the others can get some rest, some shut-eye, and keep watch. You've gotten us all together this far. If you want to get to town now, then we'll be with you all the way. So, who's it going to be? Alright, so I guess away team. You can select the composition of your away team by clicking on the heads of the pillars on the left. Make sure to select a team that can complement each other's strengths. Pillars who are injured will have to stay at the camp for a while to recover. Then select the map button. Okay, so this is Squad Selector. So we got Magnus. I think his name should probably be in Greek characters, not fake Futhark. Let's see, can I... Yeah, because, like, there's Somnambula, and her name is in hieroglyphs, so... Yeah, Magnus should be in Greek, not, There's Rockhoof. Okay, get... So I'm not sure, what exactly their differences are. Let's take a look at the stats. So Magnus over here, he has 18 hit points. 100, that's a horseshoe, I'm guessing that's like stamina or something. ACC, I'm guessing that's accuracy 20, critical 6, damage 4, dodge 12, prot, I'm guessing protection 30, and speed 6. Okay, so he's accurate and well protected. Let's see, what are his abilities? Higher than ever before. Pegasi can see problems from every angle. It gives it times 2 crit damage. And okay, that's not an ability. Wait. That just says level 1. Oh, okay, that's his shield. So his shield is level 1. Okay, his shield must be his weapon. Alright, and let's see, Somnambula. She's also 18 hit points. Accuracy 20. Crit 6. Hang on. Okay, accuracy 20, crit 6, damage 3, dodge 12, protection 0, that's not good, and speed 7. Okay, so she also has higher than ever before because she's a Pegasus. And that's her cloth thing. Which I'm not sure why she has, because I thought it was supposed to be lost. Oh, yeah, it's her blindfold. I thought that was supposed to be lost at the bottom of that acid pit in the pyramid. Alright. Rockhoof. Let's see. Okay, so he's hardier. He's got more health, more stamina. Accuracy 15. Crit 6. Damage 4. Dodge 8. Protection 0, speed 4. Hearts as strong as horses. There aren't any harder working pony. Oh yeah, nice reference. Plus 50 stamina. And his shovel, so that's his weapon. Let's see, Meadowbrook. Yeah, there's not really a huge amount of stat differences between these characters. Yeah, that's her mask. These guys don't really have any like unique abilities, so I'm not really sure what the best squad to pick would be. There's Star Swirl. Let's see. Tricks up their sleeve. Unicorns have a spell for every occasion. Plus 100% debuff immunity. Okay, and his spellbook. And Mistmane. Okay, so her damage isn't very good. Okay, so yeah, that's Chinese. Star Swirl's like Old English. Meadowbrook. Yeah, not sure why Flash Magnus is not in Greek. That seems like a weird oversight. But alright, I guess have Star Swirl in the party makes sense. But who else? Who else should I pick? I suppose having Rockhoof as like a tank might be a good idea. Also, okay, that's kind of weird. So that symbol there is used as an O in Rockhoof's name, but for Flash. So hang on. So with Rockhoof, they actually are, I think, using Futhark. But then for Flash Magnus, they're using a fake Futhark font that spells out the... I don't know. I need to stop nitpicking this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, okay. See, I know Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook is like a medicinal healer. I don't know if she has any healing powers, but I think that could be a good starting lineup. We got a wizard, a warrior, tank, and a healer, presumably. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Traveling before leaving camp, one of the remaining pillars need to be picked to stand watch and will not recover stamina. Flags represent the current campsite where the rest of the pillars will stay. The elements of harmony represent the pillars' next destination to progress their quest. Okay. Who stands watch? I think Magnus will stand watch. Because you're probably... Okay, so I have no items, doesn't look like. Yeah, who stands watch? Magnus is standing watch. Okay. So that's where I am right now. So this is like our dungeon. So I need to get over there. So I guess we'll go down to over here. Hey, look, there's some other ponies further down the road. Okay, look, there's Siren possessed. Hi there, I think our third one... What? Oh, I think you're our third ones today. I don't mean to be rude, but I think there's something wrong with your... Uh-huh, yeah. Have you not listened yet? Listen to what? You really need to come listen. Sure, but we came to see if there was something wrong and you will listen. Okay, you're getting really too close. You will listen now. Guys, help me! Okay, combat. Combat is turn-based. On a pillar's turn, gold arrow, click on a skill icon, then click on a unit that can be targeted, red arrow. If you can't select a certain skill, that means the pillar needs to be in another position to use it. Mouse over to the skill to see the requirements. Okay, so I've got three enemies. So I guess right now it is Meadowbrook's turn. Okay, what does that say? Gladal Gush. Accuracy, base 70, damage multiplier 100%, crit chance 20%. Test? Not sure what that means. Okay, so I'm guessing that's a basic attack. Rejuvenate, damage why does a heal spell have a damage multiplier? I'm guessing that means it heals 50. Witch Doctor heals 80. Bayou Blade, accuracy base 80, damage multiplier 100, crit chance 15%, debuff protection 33%, and reposition. Okay, so alright, so I guess I can use that ability to reposition. Let's see, what does that say? Enthralled Earth Pony has, I cannot read that. Okay, 17 HP, protection 20, speed 3, Enthralled Unicorn, HP 12. Alright, I think I want to take out the unicorns first, so I'm going to use Bayou Blade. Okay, that seems weird. It looks like it's supposed to be able to target this enemy, but I can only target that one. Okay, well that can target both of them, so that's probably preferable. And it only targeted the first one. Okay. Alright, whose turn is it now? Okay, Rockhoof. What can Rockhoof do? Celtic Lunge, which he can't use. Yeah, I probably really need to put Rockhoof in the front row. Yeah, Rockhoof goes in front. I got attacked. I couldn't quite tell what that did. Okay, so Star Swirl from back here. It looks like he can use all of his spells. Magic Missile. It's a base accuracy 90. Wizard's Blast, accuracy 65. Random targeting. Okay. Arcane Warp. Resist debuff 50%. So I guess that's just a shield spell or something. And Mage's Focus, Self, damage buff 100%. Yeah, I think I'll buff my damage. That could be handy. Okay, I think that unicorn just improved the shield. Okay, it's Meadowbrook's turn again. Okay, now she can use... Looks like she has access to all her abilities. No, I don't need to rejuvenate. Or Witch Doctor. Let's see, Bayou Blade. Who can I hit with Bayou Blade? Yeah, I think I should take out this unicorn. Okay, that did okay damage. And Rockhoof. Okay, so I guess rock throw can't be done from the front row. Shovel Toss. Accuracy 70. Damage multiplier 80. Debuff. Okay, so that can push enemies. Okay. Shovel Leap, which I can't use. But, okay, Shovel Leap moves you forward. Okay, I can toss the shovel, which can push enemies. What happens if I push that? And she dodged. Okay. Okay, so I guess stamina acts like armor, it looks like. Okay, I guess we'll use Magic Missile and take out this unicorn. Okay, so the unicorns are just buffing the Earth Pony. Let's see, Blade. Alright, she's almost down. And I'll just use Celtic Lunge, and alright, that takes care of her. Star Swirl, Magic Missile. Let's see what happens. Okay, that gets him to switch places. That'll make taking out the unicorn. Oh. They pushed Rockhoof somehow. Not sure how that works. Alright, only one left. I can use Rock Throw now. Or Shovel Leap. I'll see what Rock Throw does. Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay, Rock Throw can only target... So Rock Throw can only be used, I'm guessing, from the middle or... Okay, it looks like it can only be used from the middle or the back row and can only target the middle or the back row of the opposing team. Alright, I guess I'll just... actually, no, I can't use Shovel Leap because that is... Alright, this is surprisingly a little more complicated than I was expecting. I guess I'll have to move Rockhoof because I can't do anything. Alright. Victory. Add the spoils to your saddlebags. Looks like I got some bits and apples. Equipment. Throughout their travels, the pillars will collect resources. Most are consumable and can be used during combat. Other items are magical in nature and can be equipped by a pillar. Simply click one of their open slots and then the magical item to equip it Repeat to dequip isn't a word. I think you mean unequip. Alright, so I can equip items to them. Lucky Bit increases... Okay, so Lucky Bit increases crit chance. And Apple eat for 5 health. Oh, I forgot, you gotta drag it. Wait. No! God damn it, don't eat it. Oh! Well, that sucks. I wasted all of that, so how... No. So I guess I can't equip these. Okay. So okay, I equipped it. That's good. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, I can head down or I can head right. What happens if I head to the right? Alright, a bunch of unicorns. This will be interesting. Let's see, what does Bayou Blade do? Okay, that did some decent damage. I'll just have him attack. Oh, it can hit 2 in a row. That's cool. I'll try out Wizard's Blast. Ouch. Okay, Star Swirl got hurt. Okay, it's Meadowbrook's turn. Let's see, Rejuvenate. Star Swirl. Wow, that didn't do a lot. And Magic Missile. Alright, take all. What is this book? Extra Spell Book. Damages. Okay, it can only be used by unicorns. So I guess give it to Star Swirl. Alright. And I guess Star Swirl needs to eat. Okay, it says it restores health, but that restores stamina. I don't know. Alright, so we need to, I'm wondering if I should, like, try and explore the entire area, or if I should just go straight to the objective. I think we're gonna explore. Let's see, what's over here? Alright, Earth Pony and 2 unicorns. I can use Bayou Blade. And that did not do much damage. Okay, alright, that'll push. I think maybe I'll push the unicorn, or the Earth Pony, so I can get at the unicorn. Alright, so Wizard Blast is random target. Alright, it's Meadowbrook's turn. I'll see if I can finish it off. Not quite. That is a pretty effective attack. Oh man, So like, what is even the point of I guess, like, so where the character is in the row, I guess, doesn't affect, or maybe they just have ranged attacks. I suppose that might make more sense. But Star Swirl needs healing badly. Wizard needs food badly. Wait, why is his shovel, like, filling up? Oh, okay. Oh, he's level 2. Alright, that's cool. I'll just finish off the unicorn. Not quite. Well, that didn't do... Yeah, it would be nice if they, like, told you what moves the enemies were using. Well, I guess better just end the fight quickly. Wow, this unicorn has a lot of health. And Rockhuff can't use it. No, what's this? Well, I guess I have to take it first. Stamina potion. Drink to restore 25. I think I'll have Rockhoof take the stamina potion. And Star Swirl will eat the pear. One pear, and I guess Meadowbrook will get the... Oh, I only had one pear. Okay. Okay, this map is bigger than I was expecting. Let's see. What's over here? Uh-oh, Parasprites. Okay, Meadowbrook. Well, Star Swirl really needs healing. Ah, there we go. And Rockhoof recovered something. Alright. Oh, what'd that say? Oh, they're all stunned. Uh-oh. Okay, Star Swirl recovered. Wow, Parasprites are nasty. Do I have any group heals? No. Unfortunately. Alright, and alright, takes care of that. And ow, damn it, you little bugger. So I'm not entirely clear if their abilities are using stamina or not, or if stamina acts like armor. Let's see, so she has 96 stamina right now. I'm gonna use Witch Doctor on Rockhoof. Let's see. Okay, so stamina is not used for abilities, so I'm guessing it must act like armor. And finish that one off. Take all. And I guess Rockhoof can have the pair this time. Okay, so I guess these... Okay, I guess these rooms are just going to keep going on forever. I mean, do I really need to, like, go through each one at a time? Well, whatever. I think I'll see what's down here first. Not sure what the empty treasure chest is supposed to mean. So I guess we're fighting in a park. Alright, 2 unicorns and an earth pony. Well, you need to get folks healed. Wow, that heal spell does nothing. I'm gonna power up. Okay, they're buffing the unicorn's attack. Heal Rockhoof. Oh, that hurt. Whose turn is it now? Meadowbrook. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but see if I can knock the earth pony back. Uh-oh. Keep buffing themselves. She needs to heal herself. Just have Rockhoof keep attacking. And you use Magic Missile. Stop buffing. Heal Star Swirl. Star Swirl's getting low on stamina. Okay, Unicorn's almost down. Did that do any damage? I couldn't tell. Finish off the Unicorn. And that Earth Pony has been buffed to hell. Just attack. Wow, that didn't do much. Oh, they both dodged. Lame. Ow. Alright, just the Earth Pony. Music kind of reminds me of RuneScape. Alright, they're all getting kind of low on stamina. I might need to swap out Star Swirl and Meadowbrook. Ow. Almost down. And victory. Oh, I got a mask. What does a mask do? Bandit mask increases dodge. Okay. Who has the lowest dodge? Star Swirl has 7. Meadowbrook has 6. Rockhoof has 8. So I think, although... Actually, I think I might have some characters back at camp that have no dodge. I think I'll just hold on to that for now. So does this, I guess this map will just keep expanding infinitely. So I need to go back to camp. I thought I was supposed to have an item that would let me teleport back to camp. Is, okay, Celestia's Blessing. That's an XP bonus. Luna's Blessing. Camp Stamina regen. Oh, make camp. Okay. Options? No, I don't need options. What happens if I make camp? Oh, I'm back at camp. Is this all really necessary? Miss Bane, it's my job to make sure that every pony in the group is healthy enough to maintain this rigorous lifestyle that we all signed up for. I promise that every answer you give will stay between just you and me. Are you going to check up on every pony? I already did Star Swirl's checkup, and now I'm on yours. And then I presume Stygian's because you wanted to check all the unicorns first. Yeah, let's go with that. First question, how long before your joints stop aching by the time we're done traveling for the day? That's some weird phrasing. Not long at all. I took up galloping for exercise in school, and I've tried to keep that up ever since. Huh, okay. Next question. Do you have any issues when chewing tougher foods? No. Do you get mouth aches? No, of course not. Let me see. Are you having any issues related to memory? I mean, I sometimes forget the reason I walked into a room, but that's nothing like the problems my grandfather experiences. Experiences? As in your grandpa is still alive? So I guess Meadowbrook is unaware that Miss Main is not actually as old as she looks. Well, yeah, I'm only 24. I'd assume I'll still get to spend more time with him for another decade or two. 24? You're younger than me? That was funny. Okay, making camp. Whenever outside of combat, the away team can use the toadstones to call forward their companions to their current location. The away team will be healed to full, and a new away team can be assembled. Before entering a town, all pillars will assemble together for safety. Okay. Alright, so Rockhoof is leveled up. Gets 2 points. What should I level up? I can't level up damage, apparently. Let's see, I'm not exactly sure what speed does, exactly. What to level up? I think accuracy and dodge would be useful. Mistmane. I think I'll just improve her dodge by 2 points. And a Star Swirl. Star Swirl doesn't really miss, so I think I'll improve his dodge and his critical. Okay. Okay, so who for the new away team? I think I'll try Magnus. Probably, I think, oh, okay, so I can check their abilities here. Okay, so Magnus has Hellenic Blow, accuracy 75, Aerial Ace, accuracy 60, damage multiplier 50, Okay. Dive bomb. 70, 125. Pegasi. That's not how you spell Pegasi. Pegasi protector. Self. Okay, so that's a protection buff for 3 turns. Okay, dive bomb can only be used from the front row and targets the back row. Okay. I think I'll try him. What about Somnambula? What does she do? Desert Jab. Okay, that's her basic attack. Sphinx Strike. Okay, that increases her dodge. Pyramids Pull. Yeah, you know, I'll just go with the 3 that weren't in my. I'll just try the other 3. All right. So who is staying watch? Well, who has the highest stamina? He's got 82. 50. I guess Rockhoof stays watch. Who's staying watch? Rockhoof. Mistmane probably shouldn't be in front. Alright. And I guess we'll head to the objective. See what that gets us. And then they just tried to grab me. I've spent some time studying coercion spells, but I've never heard of control being exerted without the controller being present to give orders. And the anti-magic salve I use has always been a failsafe to help ponies come back too, but this is something I don't think any pony has seen before. But at least whacking him on the noggin has always been an effective alternative remedy. That's all well and good, but has any pony noticed that we haven't met a soul since we've gotten into town? Gonna be honest, kind of surprised that there aren't tons of them coming at us in a giant mob right now. Well, don't speak too soon. Every pony, stop. You there. Come on out, slowly. You aren't gonna make me listen, are you? Her face looks very interesting. My friends and I are here to help. What's your name? Oh, I'm Magnolia. You are the first normal ponies I've met since every pony went crazy. Do you know how this happened? No, I wish I did. All this happened while I was on my way back from visiting my dad in the other town east of here. When I came back, every pony was gone, until last night. What happened last night? Every pony came back wrong. They brought ponies bucking and screaming with them. They just repeated that they needed to listen over and over again. I snuck away and hid until they left. It appears that our new acquaintance is just as much in the dark as we are. She did point out that whenever these ponies listen, it's at one of these towns. Magnolia, could you tell us where that town your dad lives at? I think we are going to check out things there next. Sure, I can mark it down on your map. Thank you for everything, Magnolia. Some of us will stay here a while with you while the others move forward. We're going to do everything we can to make things right again. Thank you. I really hope you can. Inventory. Clicking the saddlebag button will open up the camp inventory. Items from the main inventory can be stored safely here by clicking items to trade back and forth between the two inventories. Okay. I don't really need to store anything. I think I'll just move on. Okay. So that's a ways away yet. And it looks like I can't get there from where I am right here. I guess, okay, so the map doesn't just keep extending infinitely in all directions. So where does this lead? Down here. Oh great, more parasprites. Alright, so Somnambula can't attack from the back row. Let's see, Sphinx Strike, accuracy 60, damage 50. Okay, it boosts her dodge. And that has a pull effect. Hope's Light is a damage multiplier. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a stamina heal. Okay. So I'm not really sure what the difference between the different colors of Parasprite is. I guess she'll just attack. And they all dodged. Alright, let's see, he can dive bomb. I think I'll have him use his shield first. Buff his defense. Okay, what are her spells? Okay, Telekinetic Push. Oriental Spear. So, it says move backwards. Does that mean I'll move the enemy backwards? Or that she'll move backwards? True Sight will buff critical. And Sorceress's Shield buffs protection. Let's see what the spear does. Okay, so that does push her back. Stun is annoying. Oh wow, Somnambula's almost dead. Does she have a heal? No, she does not, so I guess I will just buff Somnambula's defense. Oh wow, this is not going well. Okay, Somnambula's recovered. And I think his defense bonus wore off. I'm just gonna take out that one. Don't die, Somnambula. Okay, so I guess Mistmane's main thing is she can improve crit and protection. I guess I'll just have to use her basic attack, and it missed. Alright, Somnambula. The stamina heal. Well, a heal's a heal. Oh, does that affect the entire party? That's okay, that could be useful. And I guess I'll just have him attack and dodge, of course. Parasprites are annoying. Okay, what can Miss Main do? I'll have her shield Somnambula, because Somnambula cannot avoid dying, apparently. Well, that'll boost her dodge, at least. But they dodged anyway. Okay, so Parasprites are easy to take down. Or they don't have much health, rather, but they're very hard to take down. Just attack and dodge. Man, these two cannot hit for shit. And I just realized nobody here has a heal ability, so that's gonna cause some trouble. True Sight. Okay, they all have improved crit now. Alright, takes care of that one. Only one left. And Somnambula is dead. Okay, well she didn't last long. Okay, this party sucks. Yeah, going out with this setup was a bad idea. I'll improve crit. Alright, I got a, what is that, a crystal ball? Self-shielder. Break to cast a magic shield. Okay. Oh, and Somnambula's back. But she's still basically dead, so I'm gonna have to drop her off back at camp. Alright, we'll just go over back to the camp. Flash, you serve in the Pegasi Legion, right? Yep, I'm the first officer in 2nd Company under Commander Ironhead. So why are you traveling with us and not with your army? Good question. After the two sisters desicculate. Okay, I'm guessing this was not made by English speakers. Desiccated tension. I'm guessing that's supposed to be de-escalated tensions between the Pegasi and the Griffin Kingdom over airspace. I think that should have more words. Most of the Legion is currently undeployed, and we are free to go wherever we feel like. So let me see if I get this right. You're spending your vacation from traveling and protecting with the Legion by traveling and protecting Equestria with us. Well, when you put it like that, my work-life balance looks kind of like a wreck, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, Somnambula is not doing well. What does that say? Injured. Right, okay. Okay, so for a good setup, honestly, Mistmane, Somnambula looks like she could be useful, but she's out of commission. She definitely isn't useful without some who can protect her. I mean, Starswirl, Mistmane, and Rockhoof are a pretty good line up. Guess we'll just I'll just use them again. Let's see, 82. He's got the most stamina. Wish there was a way to like travel through multiple at once. Oh my. So like, did they just not recover stamina while the others were gone? Well, unfortunately, I don't have Somnambula's stamina heal. Alright, what's over here? Oh, that's what those... Okay, so that's treasure. Alright. Yes? Claim the loot for the party, yes. Oh. Okay, there it goes. Okay, what is health potion? Drink to heal for 15 health. Okay, that can come in handy. You know, I should probably check if there were any other treasure chests. I know I saw some treasure chests before. I don't know if they despawned though. Yeah, I think they despawned. Yeah, oh well. Good to know for future reference. Actually, maybe I should explore some of these upper areas. Let's see what's up here. Oh joy, three unicorns. Okay, it's Rockhuff's turn. I'll just start laying out some damage. Ouch. That hurt. And they dodged. Yeah, rejuvenate Star Swirl. Oh, rejuvenate is the entire party. Okay. Yeah, they just can't stop attacking Star Swirl. Oh, Rockhoof leveled up. Yeah. Oh, I got a shield of some kind. Uh-oh, did I drop some items? Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Well, I can have Rockhoof take this this shield. What does this potion do? Stamina potion. Well, Star Swirl definitely needs the stamina potion. Let's see, what about the apples? Alright, I think I'll explore back this way. Okay, 3 unicorns. Whoop. Let's see what's that. And yes. Hello. I guess maybe I can't while combat is going. Oh, okay, I don't know what's up with that. Max health plus 10%. Oh, that could... a hero container. That could be useful. Who needs more max health? I'm not sure. Ow, dang it. Okay, so something to boost Rockhoof's accuracy could be very useful. Oh, okay, so Bayou Blade debuffs their protection. And it resisted. Okay. Ow, dang it. And they're pushing Rockhoof towards the back. Shovel leap. And it dodged. I'll buff his magic again. Oh, okay, so he can't stack the buffs. Let's see if I can... Okay, they keep resisting. So I guess the amount of health that heal spells restore is kind of random. Ow. Star Swirl's almost dead. This is not going well. Okay, that's one down. And he dodged. Oh man, Miss Main's almost down too. Okay, so I guess room, and I guess encounter difficulty is determined by what order you visit rooms in, not by their distance from where you started. And I am not doing well at all. Like, why are her spells not healing? It's like her healing spells just aren't doing anything. What does that say? Oh, they're tired. Well, why are they tired? They were sitting around at camp. Alright, well, I think this is probably about as far as I can survive. Almost all my characters are nearly dead, so I think that's where I'm gonna end it for now. It's definitely been an interesting experience. I think I want to, you know, take a more in-depth look in this game into this game at some point in the future. I like the little character interactions. They're pretty entertaining. So anyway, if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. I'm the Rambling Rune Pony, and I'll see you next time.